Inside Devin Booker's stylish desert oasis.
I'm Devin Booker.
The young rising star of the NBA. The mid-range demon himself. Johnny Buckets. Devin Buckets.
Come check out the house.
Oh my God, that's actually hype. Oh, that's so tight. It's crazy living in the West in warm climates like Southern California and Arizona, where there's like not that many bugs and stuff. You can just have big walls that just open.
This is the great room. I had a wonderful team help me on this. The mountains coming in right from outside, so you get beautiful views. And this coffee table took a lot to get in. It's a big, heavy piece of granite slab. So fireplaces get used more than you would think in Arizona. You know, the winters are cold.
Oh, I mean, if I had a house like this, I would always have the fire on too.
If I'm having a team over, I'm having an event at the house, this is usually where we tend to watch any type of game.
Yeah, you can fit like 4 NBA players on that couch, maybe 3.
You know, my team's big. Everybody's usually over 6'5" at least, so this couch fills up pretty quick.
You need like 5 of those.
When I have the team over, this bad boy right here gets used the most. We play this little game called Boo-Ray. But you can also play Uno here. We play spades. We play any type of game. We custom built this table to my liking. Put these nice suede chairs next to it that, you know, gives it a nice feeling and texture to it.
Suede chairs are so tight.
The bar next to the poker table go hand in hand. It's perfect. That's my trick. I give my teammates a couple drinks and get them going, give them some confidence.
I've watched a lot of these Architectural Digest videos. This is a really tastefully done house. There are some horrible ones on here.
I don't do too much cooking. Shout out to my chef, Ryan. Prepares unbelievable meals for us all the time. You know, I talk about having the team over a lot. You know, that's kind of my mindset around this house is, you know, make a place that's inviting.
I don't know about these paper towel roll chairs, but everything else I love in this.
And some fresh picked limes from the backyard.
God, having citrus trees, man. Ugh, I live in the tundra of Minnesota, so you should subscribe. Get me out of here.
And this is where dinner is served. This is actually my seat right here.
Oh, he's got a big, I think it's a Italian Mastiff or something. That's a good dog. Devin Booker? He's pretty tight, huh? He's pretty sick.
This is the James Terrell, probably my favorite piece in the house. And if you stare at it long enough, it starts to look like a floating box.
Is that projected on there? What is
Done
that?
for the day, Haven?
Oh, I like that dog. Got the Rolex clock. Golly.
On to the office. This is where the deals get done. Used to be my gaming room. So, you know, it took a lot for me to grow up and transform this into a proper office.
Damn, Devin Booker's got some good taste. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I feel it's part of maturing, but I did love my gaming setup in here. This is my bedroom. You know, just keeping the textures, keeping it warm.
Keeping it warm, he says, with only black upholstery.
And I don't do much in here but sleep. This is my closet, and this is my sneaker collection.
Damn, that's so tight. It's cool to see that they all look worn. Like a lot of times you see big sneaker collections like this and none of them have ever been laced up or like, it's just, these look so much cooler to me than like pristine, perfect shoes.
People always ask me, how do I go about collecting? I used to be a lot bigger sneakerhead than I am now, to be completely honest. I used to wait on release dates. I remember as a kid saving a lot of money up to get any shoe that released at the time, but now I get too many. And, you know, the process for me is putting them in storage. So, yeah, if you can see these ones up top, the white and blue ones, these are some 1985 custom Jordan 1s.
The noteworthy thing here for him is this, but this is a Louis Vuitton basketball. What the?
Which are like an art piece to me. That's how I feel about shoes. Here's another one right here from 1985.
No, he doesn't
they
want
look
those.
Used and beat down, but gives it a lot of character for me. You know, I don't switch it up very much. As you know, a lot of people know in the sneaker world, Converse is probably my favorite shoe.
Subscribe so I can buy shoes like that and cars like this.
I'm a classic car collector. I think it's a family tradition for me that, you know, I've took on and honed in on. These two right here, I know they look very similar, which my mom doesn't understand, but this is my daily Grand National that I drive day to day, and this is a GNX version. They did only, I think, 547 of these things.
Got the Grand National Buick. Ooh!
My favorite, and it's like picking your favorite child, you just don't do that. But I'll take you all the way here to the end to show you my favorite. This right here is Pretty Penny. It's a 59 Impala ragtop, all original. So how it came in 59, and this is what introduced me to collecting cars. This is my first piece. I got this 2 years ago now. I found it in Utah, and you know, me and my friends, we get the backstories on these cars, and that's where most of my conversation is. My grandpa, I remember going to his house growing up. he'd be underneath his car every time I got there. And, you know, I never got that privilege to spend time with him in the garage, but he loves that I'm collecting, and hopefully one day I get a warehouse and even expand even further. But this is about the house.
Oh, that outdoor space is tight.
Well, this is the backyard. This is the pool. Not much of a backyard, but
Oh, this is all the pool.
I actually use this pool very often, whether it's for recovery or for entertainment.
I'd use this pool too.
You know, we have a good time out here. Our projector screen, it comes down right over that box over there, and you can watch it from the pool, you can watch it from the hot tub, you can even see it from inside the house. So now you come into the game house. This area used to be a proper guest house with a kitchen and 2 bedrooms, and we came here, we just blew it all up.
No guess.
It's a theater, it's a studio, we play loud music back here, and really we just chill. And even though this is a big couch, you'd be surprised how quick it can fill up with a couple 7-footers on it. I'm actually not that crazy of a candy eater, but when it's sitting in front of you just like this every single day, I dibble and dabble.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I've seen both of these, so I'm gonna watch the Kevin Love one.
What's up, AD? It's Kevin Love.
Hi, Kevin.
So initially I chose New York City because when I was 17, 18 years old, I actually wrote in a journal that I would have a New York apartment by the time I turned 30 years old. So when I was 29, actually only a few months before I turned 30, it was June 13th of that year. My birthday is September 7th.
My birthday is September 6th. One of many similarities between me and Kevin Love. This exit is... it's a bit much.
Actually a 30th birthday present.
Ooh.
But something that I had to have. Music is such a huge part of my life. I feel like a lot of people know that my uncle is Mike Love of the Beach Boys.
Oh, yeah. I forgot his uncle was Mike Love of the Beach Boys.
I think that kind of leveraged me and put me into a space where music always had to be a part of my life.
I don't know about this fit there, big guy. I don't think so, but you know what? You do you.
And then in this space here, we wanted to be able to separate not only the living space.
Why is this blurred?
But also make it some sort of like a screening or TV room where we can watch our shows, we can watch our movies. I'll jump over here, and from 2016. No, so this moment was when the game clock finally went off. Everything struck zero. We had won the game, and I think a number of us embraced after this, and this is one of my favorite photos.
Kevin, this is about the house.
As I said, really cool way to separate the space, kind of like a little screening area.
I like that. There is something to be said. I just bought a house, so I've been thinking about this a lot. There is something to be said about having a TV in a room. It does really control the whole room. So being able to hide it is pretty awesome because you can have a space where you can use the TV, but it's not always about TV.
I got to mention these, these amazing
carbon fiber
Navajo print, carbon fiber Ralph Lauren chairs.
What was that sentence? These are amazing Navajo print carbon fiber Ralph Lauren chairs.
Table is actually really special. If you look at some of the details, it's actually hand stitched and you can see it running.
Why is the wood stitched?
So they took these 2 pieces of wood.
Hand stitched?
Having an Anthony Gormley sculpture was something that I had always wanted.
I wish that someone would look at me the way that Kevin Love looks at this statue.
Conceptualize our space and look inward, beneath the skin.
Inward, beneath the skin, or as I like to call it, skinward.
I love how the light hits it. So now we'll go into my favorite room. I decided to make it an office for myself.
It's crazy that these NBA players, they have offices, but they don't have computers or anything in them. What kind of work do you have? People who are doing in-person meetings with you at all times? I guess laptops, but still, like what? Kevin Love is writing important things down in this notebook. What?
So I could come here and work on, many other
my manuscripts.
So this is probably my favorite piece. Why I chose to put it here is because it's so powerful, especially in the context of the world that we're living today.
Oh, these are faces, and that's why it's everything.
This anxious audience, we all share these anxieties. So I wanted to mirror Rashid's piece with Gordon Parks' work from the 1950s, and he did a series of a number of these photos of segregation of the South.
Kevin.
African Americans and Black Americans. So
I am all for that cause. It's just fun. This is just a funny scene. This guy talking about in an Architectural Digest tour of his Tribeca apartment, he starts talking about segregation in the South. This white, wealthy basketball player.
I felt it was really important to have this, you're almost kind of mirroring it with today and today's anxieties with, I guess this is 1956. I could sit here and talk about this forever.
Yeah, I've got a lot more thoughts than just what's in the picture, for sure, but we should probably move on.
The beauty of this space is, and one of the main reasons that I picked this particular floor and unit was because of the sight line. I really love the idea of looking at the trees, the water, the cityscape.
I will say, looking at the skyline in New York City is pretty nice. Oh.
Little baby girl Vestry comes and eats her food in the morning. We might come down, take a little seat, read, finish texts, finish emails.
Yeah, he's just like us.
And just take advantage of the space. So this bench was a very, very big deal for us. And then, of course, in any kitchen, if you spend any time around me, you got to have wine. One thing I always say, if you're with me, you're going to eat well and you're going to drink well. So
I want to hang out with this guy.
So next we just have a very cozy guest bedroom. This is actually the third bedroom in the place. Sometimes I come in here and just shut off, take a little nap.
Take a little nappy poo.
Custom Ralph pinstripe suit.
Him and Ralph are good boys, I think.
I'm a hoodie, flannel guy. As you can see the trees.
You can see on my sweater, the trees.
What I love here is the Pendleton prints, just reupholstering this bench.
To each their own.
Another beautiful thing that we wanted was exposed brick.
All right. I am a sucker for exposed brick in a New York apartment. That is fire.
Whereas the office space is a place where I really get to work. It's kind of like a sanctuary for me. This is where
the magic happens.
I can really woosah, take a deep breath and
excuse me,
just relax. All right, AD, thank you so much for letting us show you our space.
Bye.